would divorce me.
I would divorce you
Why?
because
Let's talk about it. We talking about
we've
on
been
the.
through this. We've been down this road. Like, if you're gonna do it to me again after you say that God changed you, God hit. Why are you laughing at me?
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Finally One podcast. I'm Kelly.
Oh my gosh, and I'm Natasha. Why you do all of that?
You tripping?
I'm tripping already.
Before we push the thing, you was just acting funny. What's going on with you?
I just had a workout. I'm good. Like, I had to get
Is that why
myself
your
together.
forehead all shiny?
Don't
Is
do
that why
that.
your forehead shiny?
Don't play
You
with
just
me.
did your workout.
Don't play with me.
I'm proud of you, babe.
Thank you.
Good stuff. I'm proud of you. All right. So, all right. Let's before we get into our topic, let's talk about what did you think about this weekend, the marriage thing we went to with the Duns.
Oh,
What did you
that
think about
was
that?
so dope. Like, I really enjoyed myself. I was a little shaky at first because I don't get around a lot of people and, mingle and all that stuff. But once we got there and like the fellowship, the food, the talks, the game, like, it was awesome. I had a very good time.
Good energy.
Yes.
I'm glad we went.
Yes.
Right? I am. And I'm grateful for the invite, grateful for the information the Duns are doing for marriage.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? They're leading the way. We're gonna follow their lead, right? And we are, I always say this, we're being obedient, right?
Right.
So this is not something we wanted to do. This is something God called us to do, and we are being obedient, right? The best teacher is experience, and we've been through there, right? And if you know anything about our story, our pastor spoke this over us. And when I think about not doing the podcast, or when I think about not doing the work, God's like, you got to do it, right? Why you look like that?
Nothing, because when you said that, when I think, I was just like, when I think of the goodness of Jesus and all that he's done for me, my soul cries out, hallelujah.
Yeah. But it was great energy, great couples, great topic. I felt free to share, right? But we're in a place too, though, where we're completely transparent, like they are. And we felt free to share, and it was good, like, to able to glean from other couples and get wisdom, get knowledge, get tools.
No judgment,
Get tools for your tool belt, right? You could never know too much. And what I loved about them, I'm just moving your hair out the way, baby. What I loved about them was they said that, like, they even came to our conference and they said they came like they didn't know anything. And it was that way, and it was true. It wasn't just words. They came to share and glean, and we gleaned from them. So it was powerful. So grateful for the invite. Grateful for what they do.
Yes.
And we can't wait to the next one. I don't know about you. We left inspired to continue on just doing the work, continue on being champions for marriages, because you never know. Like, you never know who you're impacting. We're grateful for all of the messages we get, all of the calls we get, and all of that. So we're grateful for that. But yeah, we had a great Saturday night. What else? Anything
it was
else?
date night. I got to get out and just be with my husband. Like,
we dated. We went out Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
But a time before, you told the people that I wanted to be out because it was Friday night. So, like, I was just saying, like, we were out.
Don't start. Keep your hands to yourself. Do not put your hands on
Okay, I'll remember that tonight when I'm laying in bed.
Keep your hands to yourself.
Y'all heard it.
Keep your hands to yourself. All right. So let's transition, right? This is a hot topic. Everybody's talking about it, right?
Going crazy.
Tina and Teddy Campbell.
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
If you've watched the Mary Mary show, right? Just give you a backstory for the people who haven't watched it. Then we're going to share our take on it, right? For the people who hadn't watched it, okay? During the Mary Mary reality show, Tina found out that Teddy had an affair, okay? Not just an affair with a
He did
random
say,
person,
yeah.
her someone who's practically the godmother of her children, someone who had access to her house. And then after finding out that, he just kept revealing to her more and more women and more things and breaking her heart over and over. And she got such in a bad place where, she was really angry. She tore up his cars, and she went to a really dark place,
Mhm.
right? The beautiful thing, which you saw on the actual show, is they begin um, the road to restoration, right? Although she said she didn't want him, all of that, through prayer, through her family's encouragement, they begin the road to restoration,
Mhm.
right? They even started doing ministry together.
Right.
They did a book, they did an album, they did, you could say it's a podcast, but a web series, right? They did tours. And now, fast forward 2026, Teddy files for divorce. So my question to you is,
Why's it always got to be a question to
because we
me?
want to hear from you, did Tina make the right decision in forgiving him and working towards rebuilding their marriage? What do you feel? And this is your opinion. What do you feel?
I get you. I feel that yes, she was right. Well, I didn't say. How did you ask the question? Did you say was she right?
Do you feel like she was right for forgiving and rebuilding the
I
marriage,
mean, yes, she
giving him a
was
second
right for
chance?
forgiving. Like that's what we are supposed to do. We are supposed to forgive. Like she wholeheartedly forgave him. They were working on the marriage. They were doing what they needed to do, which I thought from outside, but maybe not. But it seemed like to me that they were
Yeah.
doing what they wanted to do. Like they had forgiven each other. They got back on that right track. So no, I do not think that she was wrong for forgiving him and trying to work things out. Like
How do you feel about the people who say she was stupid for forgiving him, and how, Christian women using that forgiveness thing as a crutch?
again, it's all that he say, she say in your ear. Like if
Right.
it's you, like because I went through it. I had people telling me that, girl, you stupid. You was married to him before. Why are you going to do that? Like, no, you're not stupid. If God has spoken to you and you are going that route to forgive and go forth with your marriage to work it out, then hey, you're
Yeah.
you're not stupid.
All right. So why? Okay. Is there an end point to that?
Is there an end point to?
Meaning, meaning. Now the Bible says you're supposed to forgive 70 times 70, right?
Mhm.
There's no
Mhm.
limit to that. But you told me if I mess up in this marriage, you gone. There's no forgiveness. Why is that?
I don't
Break that
say
down.
I don't. I wouldn't say that I wouldn't forgive you, but I wouldn't be back. excuse me. Be back to this point to where we are married and staying in the marriage.
You
Hey, ladies, it's your girl here, Natasha. I'm just coming to you simply asking, do you have your own devotional? We can take your favorite scripture and turn it into a devotional. Our team is ready to help you. Just go to our website, www.customdevotionals.com.
would divorce me.
I would divorce you
Why? Let's talk about
because
it. We talking about
we've
it on
been
the.
through this, we've been down this road. Like, if you're gonna do it to me again after you say that God changed you, God hit, why are you laughing at me?
Because it's just funny. You get hot.
Cause like if you ever,
What? Why wouldn't you forgive and give me another
I
chance?
said that would probably take me.
Why
No,
wouldn't
no
you
more
give me another
chances, no
chances?
more chances.
Why is that it? Why is that
But
my last
I cannot
chance?
say that I will not forgive you because I'm a child of God. Like I have to forgive. Like
So why
I've
wouldn't
learned
you give me another chance? Why would you end the marriage? What
because
if God said no? You still end it?
I don't believe God's going to.
You
God is
can't
not
say
going to do
that.
that.
You can't say that.
Well,
If God says no, you 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 still gonna do it.
Kelly Cole, stop.
I'm asking a question.
God, I mean, if he can do it before, he can do it again. But I'm saying,
Yeah,
like,
you would be done.
Boo Boo
You
the
couldn't do it.
Fool, like,
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it though. But why? Why would? What's the reason? You would have, you would have the right to, right? It would be
Mhm.
understandable if you did. But what would be the reason why you wouldn't give me another chance? And
Because
break
I
that
don't
down.
want to go into that humiliation again. Like,
Hmm.
you went through that. I went through that before. Like, well, yeah, you did cheat.
Partially,
Like,
but it wasn't. Anyway, it wasn't like this. What we're talking about, Tina and Telly, where people had to watch it on TV, whatever. But it
right.
was, it was you.
Well, I
Like
mean,
you
it's on
knew.
pause now. So if you ever,
You funny. You would make your own pod and tell what happened.
no, I
Would we
wouldn't.
would we come on the pod and talk about it?
Nope.
You be done,
I
just no more
done.
pod.
No
I'll be
more
just sitting here
pod.
by myself.
Hey, they tell me to be transparent. You be well. You wouldn't be sitting here. You'd be somewhere else.
Really? That's how
Hmm.
we feel?
That's how I feel.
Wow. Okay. So you answered it in this way where do you feel like because their breakup and all of the things were so public, do you think she was a fool for it? Or did we answer that? Did you answer that? Do you
I
think,
answered that.
okay. And you said no, she wasn't
Right, because
because,
they were public with it. They went out showing like that they had turned everything around. Like they had documentation that
yeah,
everything they went through, like they turned it around. God turned it around.
yeah.
But then back to where from square one, he was still, and I don't even know, like I don't know the whole story. Like I don't
What?
know about, you said the godmama or something. That's who he was messing with, or
Yeah,
that's
that's who she found out about first.
like I didn't know all of that situation. But I mean, he went back to the same thing. So
What you mean he went back? He didn't
he
go back?
he was still cheating on her with her, right?
No, 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 no. He didn't go back. Once once it came out that he cheated with the
Uh huh.
lady, he didn't go back to cheat no more. What happened was he started confessing to all of the things he had done. It was multiple different women.
Mm,
So it wasn't that he went back, right?
okay.
It was that he just confessed to
Because I
different
thought I
women.
read that it was the lady again that they divorced and he was still messing with her.
No, no, I don't believe that
Oh.
that's true. That hasn't been confirmed. A lot of that hasn't been confirmed. The only thing that has been confirmed is that he actually filed for the divorce,
Mm,
right? And I'll say this, if you pay attention, like I don't know why I'm able to pay attention to these types of things online. I knew they wasn't together before this even announcement. Remember, I
that's
told
right.
you,
You did.
like I just knew, like that how they were moving and how they were doing things separate. You didn't see them together no more. Here promoting shows and doing, you
Mm,
know, stuff in Chicago every week and this and that, and she's off doing something else. And I saw it, right? And to answer the question I asked you, do I think she was a fool or do I think she did the right thing in um, trying to restore the marriage and forgiving him? I don't think she did the wrong thing. I think she did the right thing. And I'm a firm believer because of us that if God say it ain't over now, it's still not over,
mm,
right? They
I
can
agree.
get divorced and still come back together,
That's true.
right? um God can still restore because he did it for us.
Mm,
We did not, like, listen, if somebody would have bet me $1 million and said, I bet you $1 million you'll remarry her, I would have took that bet, right? And I would have lost. When you,
mm.
I did not think that we would be back together. I didn't think that none of this. I didn't think we'd be doing no pod, doing, listen to me. I would have took $1 million bet that we would not be together, and I thought it was over. And but God said otherwise.
So I have a question for you.
Ask me anything. I'm a open book.
So do you think it was all for TV?
What was all for TV? That's a
Like
great question.
all of that situation, like they're the going through and doing the songs and like do you think it was just for public like it wasn't?
I don't. I don't. In watching the show, I felt like they both genuinely wanted it to work, right?
Mhm.
We don't know what happened after the camera stopped.
Right.
Did were they both consistent in rebuilding,
Right.
right? Because one thing I'll say about us, we're consistent in building and working on our marriage every single day.
Right.
And we talk to each other and we share, hey babe, we it's funny we got these shirts on, sorry I changed from our son's album, but she'll joke with me and say, oh babe, you changed.
You
You know, we
changed.
joke,
You acting totally different.
but when there is something that say I dropped the ball on, we can hold each other accountable and I'm
Mhm.
able to apologize and fix it and get back on track, right?
Mhm.
We don't know if they stopped doing the work after the camera stopped.
Exactly.
That's the key. But do I think that they were genuine? I don't think that it was for TV. Now, could have been some stuff move faster because of the
Mhm.
cameras. Yeah, because you know, you're gonna take advantage of the publicity and the marketing that comes from being on a TV show. That's possible, but I don't know that, right?
Mhm.
But do I think that they were genuine? Yes. Sometimes in watching the show, I don't know if he liked her. I believe he
Mm.
loved her. I don't know if he liked her, right?
Really?
Yeah, some just watching it sometimes. And then the other thing too, this is what I'll say too, giving a male's perspective to the whole thing. There's some things. Um, what's up, everybody? I'm Kelly.
Hello, and I'm Natasha.
Listen, we are available and would love to be a part of your church service on a Sunday morning, your workshops, your panels, or anything, your events, anything you're doing in relation to relationships and or marriage. All right. We can share our testimony like we've done at other churches and shared how we finally became one and how we went from teenage parents to married in our 20s, divorced in our 30s, and happily remarried in our 40s. We also have some other topics that my lovely wife is going to share. What are some of those other topics we can help with?
Restoring trust after infidelity, communication, restoring the intimacy, and becoming one.
Yep. So some pastors has even brought us in on a Sunday morning, and we have been the message for that morning. So if this is you, you want us to come share this video with your pastor, share it with your marriage ministry. Even if you got a marriage small group, we would love to be a part of it. To lock in a date, all you need to do is go to kellyandnatasha.com. You can fill out the booking form there, or you can just simply shoot us an email, right? So we look forward to serving you, serving your couple, serving the ministries in your church, and even at your event.
Yes.
Anything you want to say, Ben?
No, we look forward to hearing from you.
You look beautiful.
Thank you.
Teddy, I believe, has the heel
Mm-hmm.
that he hadn't dealt with. You know, on the show, reconnected with his father after so many years.
Yeah.
His relationship with his mom and his dad. Like there were some things Teddy needed to heal, right?
Mm.
And if you don't heal those things from your childhood and the trauma, and you guess what, they will peek their heads in your marriage. They will wreak havoc on your marriage. That was the key to our marriage just breaking down. Like
Mm.
my unhealed wounds and unhealed trauma, with which one of the men from Saturday talked about, right? His wife said to him, well, I think something about their son was doing something, and he told the wife, "Let me raise my son and turn my son into a man. You stay out of this." And she said, "How can a broken man make their son a man?"
Right.
And she said, "I hated to say that, but it was truth." And he said, "From that moment, it was 2 years, I made the decision to do the work, right?
Mhm.
And that's the power in being honest with the one you love and holding that mirror up to them. And he is a better man. He said he is a better man today, and he started to do the work all because of that one conversation. And so Teddy has to do some work
Yeah.
and heal. And I'm saying that in a non-judgmental way. I'm saying that as a testimony. I had to do the work. I had to heal,
Mhm.
right? And I want to speak to the ladies real quick. If your husband stepped out on you and committed adultery or stepped out of you, guess what? Don't internalize that and think that something's wrong with you.
That's right.
There's nothing wrong with you. There's something wrong with him. Listen to me. I don't care what he says. I don't care what he says you didn't do or this or that. Listen, I'm telling you, listen from another man. It has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with what's going on in him. He has a lack of self-control. He has a lack of healing, a lack of wholeness, a lack of personal development and things that's going on in him. So don't internalize that.
He's speaking truth. Like that's know your worth, know you, get to know yourself. Like, and if you're out there single and like date yourself, go take yourself to the. Because I was one that I don't like going places by myself. I will not go to a restaurant or a movie or anything like that. I will just not go by myself. So I mean, take that time for yourself. Like, why are you laughing?
Because you won't do nothing by yourself.
I will not.
She
Like I
won't even go
don't,
to the buffet by herself. We in the same
babe. Don't.
buffet. And she like, you left me. And I'm like,
First of all, it was an Asian place. I
okay,
don't eat Asian often,
okay.
and I don't know how to go to the. Well, I can't say that I don't know, but
Uh-huh.
he usually like prepares stuff for me, like tells me what I need to do while they cooking it and stuff. He
Three.
goes off greedy over here.
I was
He already
hungry.
at the buffet, like
I was
the
hungry.
other side,
I'm
and I'm
sorry.
like left to. But anyway, back to that. Like, know your worth, date yourself, and get to the. See, you done got me off course. Like, that's what I was going to say though. But date yourself and know yourself
What does that mean
and
though, date yourself? If what are you saying? Like
go out to eat and by yourself. Like,
what? Like
know you.
if the husband commits infidelity or something?
No, I'm
What you
saying
saying?
like I said, if you were single,
Oh, if you were single, so what were you
right?
giving them like far as single?
Like to know your worth, know yourself. Like
They need to heal too, right?
they do. That's the time of healing, like the therapy and all that stuff. Like when you're by yourself, therapy, going
Prayer.
to.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying.
Gotcha. Yeah. So yeah, if you are single, yeah, do your work. Be prepared for it because a lot of women want to be married, but they're not prepared to be a wife. And vice versa. A lot of men say they want to be married, but they're not prepared to be husbands. And those are two different things. Right? So was she wrong? No. He is wrong and was wrong for what he did. We don't know what happened after the camera stopped rolling, right?
Hmm.
And for the people who's casting judgment and talking about them and talking about her, talking bad about them, like you don't know, you're not in
That's
it.
right. You're not there. You're not the ones that's going through it. So pipe down. Like,
Every marriage, you only see the outside.
hmm.
Only the couple who's in it know what's really going on the inside.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? There's always two sides. There's always two sides, right? And then there's the truth. There's two sides, and then there is the truth. And sometimes the two sides can't see eye to eye, but that doesn't change the truth of what it is. But I wish them well.
Me
I
too.
wish them healing. And I believe even if they do get a divorce, we were divorced for 6 years.
Hmm.
God can still restore it, but that's between God and they have to want it. God's not going to force either one to do it. They have to want it. If they don't want it, no, it won't work.
And disclaimer, we are not putting this out there for judgment or anything. We're just talking through it because we've been in the situation.
Yep.
I can just remember back looking at the show, like how devastated and how hurt that Tina was. Like she was wanting to blow the dude's car up. Did she blow it up?
No, she didn't blow it up. She took a baseball bat,
beat it up,
and destroyed. She destroyed the car.
But like seeing now that, well, I don't see it a lot, but I've seen that she's not that person. Like after they filed the divorce, she's like still on shows speaking of God and telling them that she can get through this and only God can do it. Like
I'm with you. It seems like she is in a better place, right? Because I mean, there's a difference between finding out that your husband committed adultery with several women versus you've been separated. Those are the reports. They've been separated already for 2 years, and now it's time, to make it official. She's had some time.
Right.
She's had some time to process. She's had some time to begin the healing and the grieving, right? I remember, last thing I'm gonna say, and then I'm gonna let you close this out. But I remember when we began our process, and I was in Orlando or something like. I was in Orlando, and I just had this crying spell. Like I just was just crying, boohoo. I didn't know why I was crying, and I was like, "What is wrong with me?" And I called my therapist, and she was like, "You're grieving." And I was like, "How am I grieving?" She was like, "You're grieving the end of your marriage." And I was like, "My marriage wasn't good." She's like, "That don't mean we don't grieve things." She said, "You're grieving the end of your marriage. Y'all still spent, at the time, was it 18 years? Y'all still spent 18 years together. And there's some things that you're grieving. And before that, I didn't know you can grieve something like that." And so yeah. So I feel like she's had time to grieve and make peace with it. Right? Anything you want to add to that?
No, I think I'm good.
You good?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah. What?
So I don't get another chance.
No, you don't get another chance.
I'm done.
You mess up.
I'm done. Where you gonna go? You just gonna start over?
What do you mean where I want to go?
You just gonna start over?
It's gonna be me and the Lord.
Wow. You wouldn't give me another chance?
No.
It's over with. Forever. No excuses.
No excuses.
No nothing.
You want to try me and see?
You'll never know.
Don't play. Do not play.
Never know. I told
y'all
y'all
heard this. It's documented.
I told you what mistress means.
You didn't tell me what mistress means. You was trying to tell your boys what mistress means.
On that note, please make sure you like, subscribe, share this episode with someone, and put your comments below. Do you think Tina did the right thing in giving him a second chance? Right? Put your comment. Let's talk about it in the comments. Also, make sure you go into our website. We have resources on there for you. We have the new devotional, the Marriage Makeover 60-day devotional, right? To make over your marriage. We got our book, Finally One's on there. We got courses and mini courses on there. So go check us out, invest and support the podcast. And we got a special announcement coming soon. We're not going to announce it right now.
So you can ready to announce it now?
No, I'm not. We're going to tell them. We got something real soon. They got to keep tuning in and checking back with us. But we thank y'all. We appreciate y'all. And you want to say something?
Remember to always like, share, subscribe, help us out. And that's it.
That's it. We'll see y'all next week.
All right, guys. Bye.
Hey guys, just wanted to come to you thanking you for checking out the Finally One podcast.
Listen, this is what we need you to do. We need to grow our following. So make sure you subscribe to the podcast on YouTube. Make sure you're sharing these episodes. You don't know what couple that they may help. So subscribe to us on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and more. You don't know who you're going to help. And make sure you're following us on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok.
Yes, guys. Share. Help us.
Yeah, and you don't know who you're going to help. So it's not about us. It's
Oh,
about
well,
helping couples,
yeah,
right?
share, yeah.
So share, like, subscribe. Help us get our following up.